Hi, I'm B.Marriott. Welcome to my EDU 709 Creating Project online presentation. The topic I chose to use for my project was concept mapping. In the beginning, I began my research searching for new ways to use mind mapping in our dental hygiene program. As my research expanded, I questioned if mind mapping was the technological innovation I was looking for. During my research of mind mapping, I came across concept mapping. Then the big decision, concept mapping versus mind mapping. Concept mapping won. Concept mapping can be used by students to link concepts that describe the connections or relationships between the boxes, to use more than one main focus or central idea, and it can be used as an assessment tool. Here's an example from Inspiration 9 using a concept map to show the relationships among vertebrae. And you can see where the lines are connected by text that states the relationships between the boxes or pictures. Here you're seeing birds, class aves, or here you go, reptiles and class reptilia. And you can go into as much detail as you like with one or more central ideas. And you can add little text boxes that explain things in more detail, and you can have images or text. Mind mapping only allows for one main focus or central idea. It does not allow for the connection or relationships between the boxes to be visualized in text, only with arrows between the boxes or images. Here's an example of a mind map from Inspiration. This mind map had only one main focus and no text between the boxes or images, if you had one here, to state the connections or relationships with the boxes or images. I had to consider concept mapping and I definitely need my students to understand the complex concepts and their relationships, as well as be able to assess what the students already know, have learned, and what they need for remediation. Concept mapping allows for a deeper level of learning, and that it has the capabilities of connecting multiple concepts together and showing relationships within as well as outward. Concept mapping 1. For my final project, I chose to use concept mapping using the software Inspiration in conjunction with the Internet and Wiki to create 2 innovative lessons on understanding the regions of the face and neck and associated structures, and number 2, understanding the divisions of the oral cavity and the surface landmarks associated within each part. For Lesson 1, first I set up my class wiki and I posted the first assignment on the class wiki concept map page. I then organized my first lesson and planned my wiki workshop. Now the students had created their student wiki during orientation week, and I wanted to review the wiki in the wiki workshop. The wiki workshop will review what a wiki is, how to navigate it, how to post and retrieve assignments from it, and I will review Chapter 1 and the assignment. Then I will invite the students to join the class wiki. I will instruct the students to check the class wiki concept map page for their first assignment. For Lesson 1, I will have the students set up their student wiki during orientation, have read Chapter 1 before the first lecture. They need to attend Lecture 1 in the wiki workshop, join the class wiki, Access the assignment on the class wiki. Choose and download the concept map software they chose from the two mentioned in Lecture 1. And I had mentioned for them, I gave them two choices. I gave them Inspiration and MindJet. There are numerous concept mapping software programs out there. I wanted to simplify it, and I gave them the choice of two. But certainly there are a lot of great programs out there that are free for the free trial, or for 30 days, after 30 days there's a fee. The students need to review the tutorial of their chosen software so they know how to use it. They need to create their concept map. Then they need to copy and paste their concept map in the class wiki on the concept map page with their name and date. They need to copy and paste their concept map in their student wiki on the concept map page. They need to review the concept maps of two of their classmates and post a response to them on the class wiki discussion board page. And the final thing they need to do is respond to any questions directed to them on the class wiki discussion board page by either fellow classmates or myself. I will then review the concept maps and assess them for accuracy and remediation purposes. And the concept maps are available 24/7 for review, which is especially important around national and state board time because things get pretty hairy and crazy, and it's very nice to have things all on your wiki there so you can go back and review. And concept maps are a very concise way to accomplish that task. Project advantages for Lesson 1. Excuse me. They are simple, free for 30 days, definitely increases motivation, creates a very deeper level of cognitive thought, more engaging, allows for visualization of the concepts, is accessible 24/7, and can be saved for review. The advantages can be used for assessment and remediation purposes. It increases computer skills. It supports individual learning and ownership of work, and increases knowledge base by collaboration and sharing of information. There are some downsides. The project disadvantages include the fact that it may increase class time by students not understanding how to create or navigate a wiki, or the fact that not everyone may have access to a computer with internet when not in school. And some teachers and students may feel threatened using the new technology. In our dental hygiene program, we have a blended class where we have digital natives as well as digital immigrants in our class. Some students and teachers are not as familiar using the computer as some of the others, and this can pose a problem with time and getting them used to using it and up to speed with it. Lesson 2 is using concept maps to understand the divisions of the oral cavity and associated divisions of the oral cavity. And for this lesson, I will create a fill-in-the-blank concept map with a vocabulary list using inspiration. I want to use concept mapping a little differently, so this is a little different tweak to it. I will copy and paste the concept map to the class wiki concept map page as an assignment for Lesson 2. Now for this lesson, the student will read Chapter 2 before the second lecture, access the concept map assignment for Lesson 2 from the class wiki concept map page, follow the directions given with the assignment to complete the concept map with the words chosen from the given vocabulary list. The student will then copy and paste their completed concept map onto the concept map page of the class wiki and student wiki with name and date. The student will review 2 concept maps of classmates on the Class Wiki concept map page. Post comments to 2 concept maps of classmates on the Class Wiki discussion board page. And answer any questions directed to the students on the Class Wiki discussion board page by myself or other classmates. The advantages for this lesson include the fact that information can be applied in an organized, visualized fashion. It increases student engagement and motivation, increases a deeper learning and memory. It's definitely fun and easy to use. Best part for the students, this one's free. And for the teacher, free for 30 days. It increases computer skills, definitely increases overall knowledge, and allows for the assessment and direction of correcting misinformation. This one also includes some disadvantages, and that is the fact that paper and pencil may be as effective in a fill-in-the-blank type situation here. It may take more class time for students unsure of technology or the content of the material. All students may not have access to a computer or internet when not in school. Cost for teachers for software after the 30-day free trial may be a factor. And anxiety among teachers and students not familiar with the technology of concept mapping and wiki could definitely pose a disadvantage. Effective instructional strategies include the fact that both lessons are interactive. Both lessons can be used in a group or individually. As I stated before, the software is free or after 30 days with a fee. There's an easy learning curve with the software. Peer review and discussion definitely equals increased sharing and knowledge. And it develops organizational skills, computer skills, independent learners, and ownership of work. Transferability to others, especially teachers, subject content, and different school settings is great. Concept mapping can be used at all grade levels, but it seems to work better for grades 6 through adult due to the cognitive levels needed to understand the concepts. It can be as simple or complex as needed, and both software I chose for the lessons can be used easily and free for the 30 days. Concept mapping can be adopted to any teacher, subject, content, and different school settings easily with limitless creativity. Concept mapping equals a great innovative use of technology. I've included many references on concept mapping and mind mapping, journal articles, web-based resources. I have about 3 or 4 pages there for you to learn and research further. So please take a look through those. Some great articles and great websites on both. And finally, I'd like to thank you for taking the time to listen and watch my online presentation of concept mapping. And I thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the presentation.